All right, welcome everyone. I'm so glad that you're all here with me today. My name is Glen Hopkins, and on this training we're going to be discussing how you can build a $100,000 business in the next 3 to 6 months by virtually ignoring what most of the gurus out there are saying to do and following a very simple and proven plan. Okay, so it is the top of the hour, so I want to welcome you all to this workshop. Before we get started, I just want to make sure that everyone can hear me. If somebody could please type a yes into the chat box, I would appreciate that. Hi Mark, hi Scott, Mark, Calvin, Lisa, Frank, everyone's here. Whoa, thanks guys, much appreciated. Okay, that's excellent. So is everyone as excited about this training as I am? I hope so. Go ahead and please type your name into the chat box and let me know if you're excited about this training or not. Scott's saying, oh yeah. Yes, says Steve. Stuart, yes. Yes. John, yes. Lisa, awesome. Mark, very, very excited. Awesome, guys. All right, well, so am I, and I'm glad. This is going to be a content-rich training, so if you have not already done so, I want you to eliminate all of the distractions that may disrupt you in the next 90 minutes or so. Okay, so this means turning off your email notifications, log off Facebook, shut down Skype or any other type of chat software that you might be using. Silence your phone, okay? You don't want to be texting during this webinar. I know I sure won't be. And just make sure you're in a quiet place. So if you're in a room that has a door on it, go ahead and shut the door, all right? And grab a pen and a pad of paper because I'm going to be sharing with you some amazing content today, all right? And you're definitely going to want to take some notes. All right, so let's get into this, shall we? To build a successful and profitable online business in 2013, you need to act differently, okay? Specifically, you're going to act differently from what you might currently be doing, and you're going to want to, do things that are different from what most of the so-called gurus out there are teaching you. So in the next 90 minutes or so, I'm going to be sharing with you, and you're going to discover how you can build a real 6-figure information marketing business in the next 3 to 6 months, including my simple step-by-step plan that my clients and I are currently using to make this kind of predictable income, and how by doing the unthinkable can quickly add many zeros to your bottom line, guys, okay? And by the way, when I say unthinkable, I don't mean unethical in any way, shape, or form. So don't worry about that. I mean, basically doing the opposite of what you're often told to do by the so-called experts out there. In fact, part of the unthinkable is removing a lot of the hype and those unethical practices that are so often found in the internet marketing space. And instead of all that, just being real, okay? Now, on the screen here, you're going to see a Facebook comment that I recently posted on this very subject. I'm going to read it to you, or you guys can see it too, but it says, are you looking for a unique selling proposition, a USP? How's this for an idea? Be real, all right? Let your clients know that you actually care about their success and well-being and engage them in conversation. Add them as a friend on Facebook and actually connect. Now, I know some of you this may seem to some of you that like crossing the line of some sort, but not to me. I don't hide behind my computer in fear that my clients may have questions. Quite the opposite, in fact. I make myself available. I engage them. I build trust. I build rapport. I build goodwill. I build a relationship. Isn't that what a relationship is all about? So guys, if you're looking for a strong USP in the online space specifically, try treating your customers and your clients like real people and connect with them. By doing so, you're going to put yourself far ahead of most. And isn't that the truth? I mean, sadly, so many people in this space tend to hide behind their computers, and it's so hard to get a hold of them. And it's really important, guys, that you engage your prospects and your clients. And let them know that you actually care about their success. Be there with them, okay? So, before we get into this training, I should probably just quickly tell you a little bit about myself and who I am. There I am there. My name's Glen Hopkins. Several of you on this webinar already know who I am, right? But there are also some people here that may be hearing of me for the very first time. So for those of you that don't know me yet, let me just give you a very quick background of myself here. I'm not going to take up a lot of time here because I really don't like talking about myself all that much, and frankly, we've got a lot better stuff to be talking about that I want to cover on this webinar that's way more important, specifically for you guys, okay? In fact, the only reason for these next few slides here is to let you know that I am, in fact, a real person, and if I can create a fun and a profitable information marketing business without any specific or special skills or experience, then so can you. And when I say that, it's true. I mean, when I started in this way back in the day of 1999, I knew absolutely nothing about computers. I barely even knew how to turn a computer on. And the internet was so new back then to everyone, and myself included. So, you know, really, truly, anyone can do this. Now, I'm just going to read through a couple of bullet points here to let you know sort of what I've done in the past and give you an idea. But briefly, guys, I've been online since 1999, and during that time, I've developed several successful six-figure businesses that all run virtually on autopilot. And over the years, I've continued to learn and be mentored by many of the best people out there. In fact, I just recently hired a new mentor, and I paid him a cool $30,000. And I did that because I know it's going to come back to me 100-fold at least, all right? I mean, it always does. And over the years, I've sold millions of dollars in information, products, and services online. In fact, IamReportCard.com, which is a popular internet marketing rating type service. IamReportCard.com and my students, they unanimously gave me and my training top grades. They awarded me an A-, which, you know, really is not bad considering the grading process is completely unbiased. So, you know, that's something, to be honest with you, I'm very, very proud of. I also created the net's very first co-registration service where I helped the who's who of internet marketing world build their email lists. So at its height, I was producing over 200,000 double opt-in leads per month for my clients. And these clients, they are all the big names in the industry. If I mention their names, you would know them guaranteed. Worked with a lot of them. I also authored the #1 best-selling books, Lucrative List Building and Confessions of an Online Marketer. I've held sold-out private workshops where people paid me $4,000 per seat. You know, and I've had the opportunity to coach thousands of students and help them build their own profitable online businesses. So, you know, and frankly, there's quite a lot more, but if you're not familiar with me, feel free to open up a new browser window anytime, other than right now, of course. We want to keep you focused. But open up another browser window and Google my name and see for yourself, okay? And, you know, in fact, we're probably much alike. My primary motivation in life and in business is my family, okay? So here I am at the top left of the screen with my son Kyle while vacationing in Hawaii, and with my son Connor right after a basketball game. You know, the fact is my wife and my kids, they keep me very grounded and very focused also on what really matters in life. And a big part of that for me is helping others succeed. You know, for me personally, I really get a kick out of knowing that I've helped another person become more profitable and ultimately enjoy a better life. So at the bottom left here, you will see a picture of myself and my wife, Maria. And a shot on the bottom right was taken in 2008, actually, and this was just after getting married on the beach in Hawaii, which is one of our favorite spots to holiday. In fact, we were in Hawaii just a few months ago, so if you want to see a few photos, check out my brand new Facebook page. There it is there on the screen. It's at facebook.com/netsuccesssystems. And while you're there, if you go check it out, be sure to click on the like button, okay, guys, and join the community. Love to interact and engage with you personally as well. Okay, so again, guys, I'm really just a regular guy who loves his family and was, quite frankly, lucky enough to get into this lucrative world of information marketing. And if you're on this webinar, chances are you want similar things. You know, namely an internet marketing business that allows you to work from wherever you wish, making you more money and giving you more time and freedom to spend with your friends and family, right? And basically just do whatever it is in life that makes you happy. So I can help you do that, guys. Here on the screen, you're going to see 2 testimonials from a couple of great guys that I've worked with in the past, Tom Campbell and Justin Glover. And as you can see with Tom, after spending just 10 minutes on a telephone consultation with Tom, I was able to identify an untapped opportunity in his business. And what I did is I gave him some advice, and by implementing what I told him to do, as a result, he made 1,400 new sales and over $10,000 in profit. Okay, guys? And below that, you'll see a video testimonial from Justin Glover, where he explains how working with me helped take him from a complete newbie back in 2006 when he was a newbie to today in 2013, where he's made over millions of dollars online. Now, obviously, guys, these are not typical results. If you do decide to work with me at some point, your results will be, they're going to obviously vary based on many factors, including your experience, your attitude, commitment's a huge thing too, guys, your perseverance, and your ability and willingness to actually implement what you learn and more. So, by the way, if you want, you can take a look at these testimonials and many, many more actually on my blog. But for now, in the interest of time, let's just go ahead and move along with the training, shall we? All right. So, welcome, Eugene. I just see your message coming in now, actually. A bit delayed, I think. Okay, guys. So, what I want to start off with is sharing with you 8 things that I am doing differently in my business that have resulted in more simplified business that requires less time and effort while generating way more profit. Now, I've always kind of done things a little differently than many of my peers, but more recently, specifically in the last 4 months or so, I've really kind of ramped it up, if you will. Now, these 8 things that I'm doing differently literally fly in the face of what most gurus are teaching you, okay? But they have resulted in my creating a simplified business that requires less time and effort, and it generates, like I said, way more profit. And I suggest you consider doing these same things as well. So here they are, guys. The first thing is you want to start communicating differently. You want to start communicating and actually engaging and caring about your audience if you're not already doing so. Now, I know the type of people on this webinar want to be doing that, but it can be really tough. We want to start creating a dialogue, if you will, with our audience. And frankly, email stinks for this. Email is really tough. I mean, right across the board, email is getting harder and harder. Deliverability issues are hard. Open rates suck. And for engagement, email stinks. It's just a one-way kind of conversation, if you will, you talking to your audience, which is a monologue. And frankly, monologues are boring, right? So what I'm suggesting you do, and what I am doing much more of, is stop talking to your audience. Stop talking to them and start talking with them, all right? It's all about engagement. So what you want to do is start engaging your audience. Ask them more questions. Ask for their opinions. People love to share their opinions. Do surveys. Send out surveys to your list. Put them on your Facebook page, on your profile page, on your fan page, and just overall seek feedback from your audience, okay? By doing this, it's gonna really show them that you actually care about them. And not only is it going to show them that you actually care about them, but it's going to help you tremendously to better understand who they are, who your target audience is, so that you can in turn better serve them. So it really is a win-win situation. And frankly, it makes it a lot more fun to get that feedback. It makes all the difference in the world. I mean, we've all been there behind the computer, sending out emails, not getting any feedback, and saying, gosh, I wonder if what I said resonated at all with anyone, because people typically don't respond. Sadly, it's just the way, it's human nature. People, when they want to respond, they typically respond when they've got something negative to say. If you're in the customer service industry, you know that all too well. It's pretty rare that someone steps up and says thank you for anything. Instead, they complain about something. So, if you're sending out some really good content and some really good emails and not getting any feedback, it doesn't necessarily mean they're not listening, but, it's tough not getting that feedback, not knowing where people are, and if your content and your message is really having an impact. So we really want to work on engagement, okay? So build some sort of a community, okay, with like-minded people, people that have a common interest, people that, will all be there to support each other, all right? That's so key. And that's exactly why I created my Facebook fan page, which is, I just showed you, and it's over at facebook.com/net-success-systems. So if you want to check it out, please do. And again, click like and join the community and engage with us, all right, guys? In fact, this you'll see is a brand new page. I just replaced my old fan page with this new one, and I said goodbye to over 720 fans. And these were real fans, by the way. Not, I didn't buy them on Fiverr or something. These are real fans. But I said goodbye to them because I wanted to do something more specific for my audience. So, saying goodbye to 720 fans, a lot of people would say that's unthinkable, but, and maybe it is, but I'm more interested in creating that engagement and creating a hyper-targeted audience of people that I can connect with and build a community around. All right? Mark's saying it's difficult to develop a dialogue with my list and earn their trust is viewing. Yeah, exactly. You're so right, Mark. It is really hard to build that dialogue. So we want to work on engagement for your email list specifically, Mark. Go out there and start asking questions. Ask questions in your subject line. Ask questions in your in the email body itself. Ask for their opinions and feedback. Do surveys. Direct them to your fan page to try and engage them there. There's different things that you can do, but you definitely need to take care of that. It's so important in 2013. Okay? So now, guys, the second thing that I'm doing differently, and I recommend you do differently as well, is stop buying products and learning new stuff. Now, that may seem kind of crazy and opposite of what everyone else is telling you, but, sadly, so many of us have this shiny object syndrome. We've all heard of that, and we've all suffered it at one point in time or another. I still do on occasion, and it's really tough because there's so many shiny objects out there. There's so many pretty, bright, flashy things out there that look so great, that grab our attention, and we get sucked into them, right? And I want to encourage you to, stop that. Just understand that these shiny objects are not going to get you any closer to where you want to be. Really, all they're going to do is distract you and take you away from where your focus should be, all right? When you start buying up everything that you see, and we're constantly seeing things in our email every day, these new great offers that are going to change your world, you tend to feel overwhelmed, right? I mean, one of the biggest challenges that online entrepreneurs face is overwhelm because we're inundated. Our emails are coming in every day offering these new great things that are going to change your life. And what I'm going to recommend to you guys, this may seem unthinkable, it's the opposite of what other people are saying, but I'm going to encourage you to unsubscribe from many of the newsletters that you may be on. Really take a look at if somebody's emailing you, are they really adding value to your life and to your business, right? Or are they just distracting you, taking you down some rabbit trail, taking you off target from where your focus should be? Chances are you'll find that at least 80% of the emails you're getting are really just distracting you. So I highly encourage you to unsubscribe from a bunch of those emails that you are receiving. Because it's going to be more about, what you want, guys, is less input and more output, all right? And what I mean by that, less input is less studying, less buying, less absorbing, less consuming products, and more actually output. So more producing, more creating content, more creating products, more creating sales. I mean, if you're not actually producing, if you don't have enough output, you're not going to make any sales. So guys, I mean, that should be a red flag for you right there. If you're not making enough sales, chances are your input's too high and your output is too low. Because if you're not making products, if you're not creating content, if you're not creating marketing campaigns, you're not going to make any sales. It's just as simple as that. So you really want to focus on, minimizing the input and maximizing the output if you want to see better results in 2013. And really focus also on what's called just-in-time versus just-in-case learning, okay? You don't want to a lot of people have this problem where, they'll get an email about this great new product. Let's say it's SEO. It's something to do with Google and how to get ranked on Google. And these things are constantly changing as Google changes their algorithms. But, let's say you're getting a product on how to get ranked. Well, you might not necessarily need to get your site ranked right now, all right? So don't learn it right now, because if you learn it right now, that's considered just in case learning, in case I need to know how to do it in the future. What you want to do is focus on just-in-time learning. Only learn things that you absolutely need to know today in order to make that next step, that next progressive step in your business, okay? So if you don't need to know it right now, don't learn it. Don't waste your time buying the course, don't study it, and don't try and implement it, because it won't help you. Focus on those things that you need today, not what you need tomorrow, all right? That's where your time should be focused. You know, it's all about how much, or I should say it's not about how much you know, guys. You know, we get caught in that trap. It's not about how much you know. It's about how much you make when it comes to business, all right? And the question you've got to ask yourself is, do you want a bigger library of products, or do you want a bigger bank account? You know, for most people, I think you're going to raise your hand and say, I want a bigger bank account. I mean, that's why we're out there studying all these courses and buying up all these new products and, you know, going down these rabbit trails chasing these shiny objects, is because we want to learn how to make more money. Well, stop all that nonsense, guys, all right? It's not how much you know, it's how much you make, all right? So get real clear on what it is you need to do and focus on just that, all right? Just focus on what you need to do. Focus on the right things. And if you're not sure exactly what you should be doing, then I suggest hiring a mentor, all right? I mean, I hired my first business mentor back in 2006. I paid him $5,000, and it was one of the best things I ever did, because he helped me get laser focus, which removed so much of that stress and overwhelm. And that focus resulted in hundreds of thousands of dollars in return. I also hired a mentor who I paid $7,000 to help me write and publish a print book. And that book became a #1 bestseller. So, you know, you can see that one of the quickest ways to find success is to literally pay for the experience and the knowledge of a mentor. Because by doing so, you can quickly create those quantum leaps in your business, all right? That's the quickest way to make, you know, to leapfrog all of your competition and make those quantum leaps, is to pay for someone else's experience, all right? Rather than trying to guess how to do it, learn from the best. Learn from people who've been there and done that. All right, so the third thing is I want you guys to really get focused and start taking more time off. Yes, take more time off. The first thing I teach my inner circle clients is what to focus on and how to stay focused and productive. You know, we create an action plan. And knowing what to focus on creates a low stress environment, because suddenly what happens is you're no longer feeling that sense of loss and confusion, not knowing which way to turn next. Instead, what happens is you know what you need to focus on, and each morning when you wake up and start your day, you know what to go do. You're never lost, in other words. You know, you don't just sit at your desk aimlessly wondering, you know, what should I be doing next, and reading random emails. I mean, so many of us get caught up in, you sit down at your desk, and what do? The first thing you do is you open up your email, and you get, you know, sucked in by these shiny objects, and you don't really know what you're supposed to be doing, and you're in a reactive mode. So, you know, what you really want to do is create that plan so that you have clarity and purpose, and you do that again by following a proven plan. And, you know, when you lay your head down at night and you know that what you did is what you needed to do during the day, you know, you're not going to sit there wondering or lay there wondering what else you could have or should have done. You're not going to feel that sense of anxiety. It's going to help you so much take that weight off your shoulders, okay? And that's when your business becomes much easier. It becomes stress-free. It'll become profitable. And ultimately, it's going to become a fun business. So, by the way, just a quick tip here, guys. One of the ways that I stay focused, which is just a tremendous technique, it's called the Pomodoro technique. And basically what the Pomodoro technique is, it's using a little egg timer. You can buy one of those egg timers in the grocery store for, I don't know, $5 or so. And you set it on your desk, and you set the timer for 25 minutes. And you work on one task for 25 minutes. It's a focused effort on a productive A-list task, something that if you focus on it, you are going to ultimately make money or put your business in the right direction, okay? So they're A-list priority tasks. And you spend 25 minutes only, nothing else. You eliminate all of the distractions, and you'll be amazed at how much work you can get accomplished. If you guys want to learn more about the Pomodoro technique, there's a website called pomodorotechnique.com. Very cool, very, very effective. It's something that I do on a regular basis. Because, guys, you don't want to confuse being busy with being productive, okay? They're two very separate things. A lot of people run around like a chicken with their head cut off all day long, really busy, doing all sorts of things, but not actually being productive, okay? And just a side note, guys, as a warning, busy often means procrastination. So if you find yourself caught up in doing all sorts of different things in that sense of busyness, but not actually producing anything, chances are you're really just procrastinating. There's some sort of fear or something holding you back from doing what you know you should be doing, okay? And then I also talk about, taking more time off and taking breaks. And that's what you want to do. You want to take more breaks. If you work for 25 minutes, for example, solid focus effort with no distractions, then you take a break for 10 minutes. And then you work another 25 minutes, then you take a break for 10 minutes. And force yourself to take those breaks because it helps you refocus. And not just those 10-minute daily breaks, but, take the weekend off or take a vacation with your family if you can. It's really important that you re-energize your batteries so you can come back stronger with that clear head, okay? Staying focused and working on profit-producing tasks means ultimately that you're going to be working less in order to make more. And, that sounds so far-fetched to a lot of people, but really, it's all about focus, guys. When you are focused, working on what matters, ultimately you push aside all that crap that you've been working on in the past that's just keeping you busy, and ultimately you start working less, and you're going to make more because you're focusing on what matters, okay? So focus on what matters. Schedule in that fun time. Schedule in some family time, some vacation time, and reward yourself also when you meet those goals and milestones. As entrepreneurs, we're constantly seeking that big goal, which is great to have that bigger goal. But along the way, as you reach milestones, you've got to reward yourself, okay? And give yourself a pat on the back because, a lot of us are alone. We're sitting at our desks, at our homes, by ourselves with nobody to congratulate us, encourage us. So you need to pat yourself on the back. Or you need to join communities like my Facebook page where other like-minded people are there. You can share your success stories and support each other, okay? Really important to get some support. Now, the fourth thing is you want to stop promoting affiliate products, okay? I know that's going to really, frankly, piss off a lot of other product creators out there in JVs and what have you, but, at this point, most people that I've worked with in the past already know that I've almost completely stopped doing JV swaps and promoting affiliate products. And that's because I think it's really important, guys, that you need to care about your readers. You have to have respect for them, and frankly, you have to stop pimping them out. You have to stop pimping out your list to other people promoting their stuff. And, it's one of those things that you can really get caught up in because it's so easy to make money when you have a big list and you can mail something. So you got to keep yourself in check, guys, and make sure that if you're going to promote an affiliate product, make sure it's highly relative. Make sure that it's related to your audience and it's something that's actually going to help them, all right? And we're going to talk more about your own products in the future versus affiliate products, but just know that basically you want to stop adding to the problem, all right? Stop adding to the problem. Don't pimp out your list, all right, guys? Stop promoting affiliate products. The fifth thing, guys, is you want to create your own products. Now, this is where the real leverage is. And, I've actually been doing this since the very beginning, and I was lucky enough for whatever reason, I just knew I had to create my own products. But basically, when you create high-value, results-producing products and services, people are going to be excited. People pay for results, guys. They don't pay for time. They don't pay for the time that you spend with them. They pay for the results that you give them, all right? So you want to be really selective on who you work with, only working with those people that are really a fit, with people who you can truly help. So if you, say for example, you're doing some coaching or something like that, only work with people that you can truly help, all right? Because it's all about the results that you're going to be able to provide for them. because people, again, they pay for the results, not your time, all right? So for me personally, I mean, I turn down way more people than I accept. And most people, you know, they honestly, they just take their money and run, but I prefer to sleep well at night. And, you know, I like to get word-of-mouth referrals. So do what so many other people won't do, guys, okay? Don't commodify yourself. Don't sell cheap products and, you know, give everything away constantly, because you end up commodifying yourself, and people aren't going to turn to you as the expert if you do that. And, you know, you can afford to charge higher rates, higher price points, if you truly do produce results. And again, that goes back to picking and choosing specifically who you work with, because, you know, you don't want to take on just anyone. You only want to take on the people that you know that you can actually help. Anything else would just not be fair to you or the client, obviously. All right, so do the right thing. You know, and remember that front-end products are just that. I mean, they're front-end products. Sure, you need to have them. It's really important to have front-end products in your funnel and have them in place. And I'm going to be sharing with you how to do that in just a moment. But just realize that front-end products are just that. They're front-end products. You know, creating original, high-quality products, it's actually easier than you might think. So if you don't have your own products already, you know, don't overly concern yourself about that, because it is actually easier than you might think. In fact, it's something that I teach my inner circle students and clients to do almost immediately when they start working with me. And look at this, and if you have your pen and paper in hand, think about this for a second. Write this down. If you have a job, and let's just say you get paid $27 an hour for your job, all right? You work 1 hour, that means you make $27 in your job, your job. Now, on the flip side, you are an information marketer, all right? You have an info product, okay? You work for 1 hour to create an info product, all right? And I can show you different ways of doing that. You work for 1 hour, you create an info product, and you sell it for $27, okay? Now that info product, is it not true that you can sell it until the end of time? I mean, you can literally sell thousands and thousands of units at $27. You spent 1 hour creating it, and you sell it thousands of times at $27. Now that, my friend, that is leverage, and that is the beauty of information marketing, of digital marketing. And that's why that's one of the key reasons why I fell in love with information marketing so long ago. That, and I love psychology and marketing. But, you know, there's just a tremendous amount of leverage in information marketing. Okay? All right, so you also want to, when you're talking about creating your own products, this gives you the opportunity to get affiliates to promote for you. All right? So basically, you're turning the tables here. You have affiliates promoting for you rather than you promoting affiliate products. And, you know, basically these affiliates, what you're doing is you're letting them do all of your marketing for you, and they're paying for it, right? You know, they're doing your email marketing, they're doing solo ads perhaps, maybe some Facebook ads, some pay-per-click. They are marketing you. They become your marketing agents, and they pay for it all. I mean, it's such an incredibly powerful leverage tool to have your own products and your own affiliate program with affiliates promoting you. It's amazing difference than promoting affiliate products. So if you're just an affiliate marketer and you don't have your own products, I highly encourage you to start creating your own products, okay? And it positions you as an expert too, by the way, guys. When you have your own products, ultimately what happens is you become the go-to guy in your industry. I mean, having your own products, it attracts clients to you. I call it push versus pull marketing. You know, push marketing is trying to convince people to buy your stuff, whatever it is. You're always, you know, pushing them, pulling on their shirt tail, and, you know, grabbing their pant leg like a pit bull, you know, pulling or pushing them to get your stuff. Please, please buy my stuff, begging them almost, right? Versus pull marketing, which is attraction marketing. When you position yourself as an expert, people start to come to you because they know you're the expert. They seek you out. It's much different. It's much, much more powerful too. And you can command much higher prices as an expert. So just remember that having your own product is going to greatly help elevate your status as an expert. All right? And again, that way you can demand higher prices. All right? So think about these things, guys. Now, the sixth thing that I'm doing differently is I'm following a proven plan, and I suggest you do the same thing. You know, it always amazes me how many entrepreneurs don't have a plan. And there's a great quote: if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Okay, write that down, guys. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. What you guys want to do is follow a proven plan and stay focused on that plan. Stop running down all those rabbit trails, chasing shiny objects and those great new ideas. Minimize the number of projects that you're working on and maximize your profits, all right? Model what works, okay? Model what works. If you don't know exactly what to do, hire a mentor who's achieved what it is you hope to achieve, and then do exactly what works for them. You know, and that's, honestly, guys, that's exactly why my clients work with me. You know, and here's a few tips, okay? Make your plan simple. You don't want to overcomplicate it. Too many people try and overcomplicate it. It does not have to be overcomplicated. I'm going to show you more about this in a few minutes here, but you also want to zoom out, okay? Zoom out from your business. Get that sort of 10,000-foot overview of your business, because we all sort of tend to get caught up in our business. You don't want to be working in your business. You want to be working on your business. So zoom out and look at your business from afar and look for constraints. Look for constraints in your business. What is holding you back? All right? You know, a great example is the story of a sales guy. If you're a sales professional and you have duct tape taped across your mouth, how successful are you going to be at making sales? It's probably going to be pretty darn tough if you got duct tape across your mouth, right? So, you know, what do most people do? Well, I mean, there's a couple of options, but, you know, most people, if they're struggling in their sales, what they'll do is they'll go out and they'll buy a whole bunch of courses and they'll buy a whole bunch of books and what have you, and they'll study more sales training, you know, for a couple of years. And then they'll go off and they'll try and make more sales, and they've learned all this great new knowledge, and they've become expert salespeople in their own minds, but they haven't actually done anything because they've been studying and they never took the tape off their mouth. So now they've got all this extra information in their heads, and they go to try and sell, but they still can't make any sales. After 2 years of studying this stuff, they're still not making any sales. Well, why is that? It's because they didn't take the damn tape off their mouth. That was their constraint. All they had to do was take the tape off their mouth, and instantly, they would start making more sales. They start making more money. So you guys have to look at your business in that same way. Figure out what your constraints are, all right? Don't go out and study more stuff. Focus in on what your constraint is and figure out how to remove that constraint from your business, all right? Because you want to be working on your business, guys, not in your business. If you're in your business too much, you sort of get those blinders on and you sort of lose sight of what's going on. Okay, and number 7 is stop the hype, guys, all right, and start telling the truth. Now, I'm not pointing any fingers here, but the fact is, you know, in marketing, sometimes the lines get a little bit blurry, all right, and there's a lot of opportunity for overhyping things, all right. You know, you hear about these push-button softwares that spit out cash, and you know, you see sales videos with professional actors, hired actors, you know, fake screenshots of income claims. People claiming that you don't have to do any work, you don't need any knowledge, there's no effort involved. You can do this while you're sleeping, you can be sitting on the beach making money, all these kind of crazy things. And that's all the hype. Let's start telling the truth, all right? You know, to create a successful information marketing business, you're going to need a few things, guys. You need a proven funnel, first of all. You need a proven funnel. You know, you can't make any serious money on just low-ticket front-end offers, which that's where a lot of people lose out, by the way. They think, I'm going to create a low-ticket front-end product, I'm going to sell thousands of them, I'm going to be rich, and I'm just going to retire. Well, that doesn't happen, and most people, you know, don't understand that. You can't make any serious money just selling low-ticket front-end offers, okay? You need a proven funnel, you know, including the upsells, you need downsells, you need some continuity in there where you get the monthly recurring payments, and you need a big ticket, okay? I'm going to share a lot more about this with you in a few minutes here, guys. But the other thing, the truth is, guys, you need to be dedicated, all right? you must be dedicated to your vision, and you need to know what your vision is. You need to be persistent, all right? When you fall, and you will fall, trust me, you will fall, you need to get back up. You got to be able to, build up some toughness and some resistance to this all, guys. And when you fall, just, get up, wipe off your knees, wipe off your bloody nose, whatever it is, and keep moving forward. I mean, there's a great term or phrase, whatever you want to call it, fail forward. And I love that. Just keep failing forward, because you will constantly fail. Anyone that's had any success anywhere in life has failed far more than they've succeeded. And they've learned to turn failures into successes and not even look at them as failures. So constantly fall forward, fail forward, and be happy with that. Be accepting of that and expect to fail along the way, because each failure brings you closer to your success. All right? Commitment also, guys, is the truth of it. You need to be committed. I mean, goals are great, right? We all love to set goals, but the truth is they're not enough. Goals are not enough. You need to be committed, all right? And commitment is much different. You need to be willing to do whatever it takes. You can't just set a goal and say, oh, well, if I reach that goal, great. No. You've got to be committed. You've got to be committed to your own success. And if you're committed to doing whatever it takes, you will succeed, my friend. You will succeed. And that takes responsibility, which is the other truth. If you want to do well in business, you have to be responsible, especially if you're a one-man show, if you're an entrepreneur. I mean, you are your own boss. And only you can make yourself do what you need to do. When I talk about the egg timer earlier and setting the egg timer, doing what you need to do, that's responsibility. That's setting your own schedule. That's prioritizing what you need to do. That's being there and doing that when there's nobody behind you telling you to do it. You need to be responsible for yourself and your own success, okay? You need to get leverage on yourself. So, set those goals, create a schedule, and let others know. You're working that job, you might work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. The question is, guys, what hours do you keep as an entrepreneur? Do you even know? I mean, is this a hobby to you, or is this something that you want to be serious about? Because if you're serious about your success, you should have scheduled hours. You should be working set hours, period. All right? Treat it like a real business, okay? And even better, if you can, get yourself an accountability partner. I mean, when my clients join the inner circle, one of the first things I do is I set them up with an accountability partner who keeps them on track, who keeps them productive. It's so helpful when somebody is there to remind you of what your commitments are. And you'll be amazed at how much more you'll get accomplished. It's kind of like going to the gym. If you have a workout partner, or say you run and you have a running partner, whatever it is, if you have a partner, someone there that's waiting for you, expecting you, you'll get a lot more accomplished. All right? Mark's got a lot of great comments here. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. Okay, so also, the truth is strategies. Strategies, not tactics, guys. And let me explain what I mean by that. Most of the buy me now shiny objects that you guys see in your daily emails are tactics, all right? They're things that basically put off your business success. Tactics will eat up all of your time and all of your money, all right? There's traffic tactics, there's SEO tactics, there's social media tactics, tactics are great. And, when you actually have a business to plug them into, tactics are pretty much, okay, tactics are great if you have a business to plug them into, but if you don't have a business to plug them into, they're pretty much useless, okay? They're pretty much useless without that solid business foundation in place. It's kind of that just-in-case versus just-in-time learning, right? If there's some new, YouTube tactic that comes out, it's just going to get in your way if you don't actually have a business to plug it into. If there's some new traffic tactic where you can drive targeted traffic to your website, there's no sense learning that new tactic unless you have an actual business, a foundation to drive that traffic to. So often people think traffic is the answer to everything, and it's not. It's really not. What the answer is having a clear strategy and building a solid business foundation with a profit funnel in place that converts. And then you start driving traffic to it. You can, attach other tactics to it then, start looking at tactics and implementing those tactics. But really, building a business, it requires strategy, okay, guys? It requires strategy. Write that down. It's strategy, not tactics. Strategy involves working on your business. Tactics, on the other hand, they usually involve working in your business. So you guys, you want to take the time to plan your business. You want to map out your sales funnel. You want to map out your customer value, figure out what your customer value is. You want to map out your business. You want to do some modeling. Hire a coach or a mentor who can show you the way. Follow a proven plan and a proven system. This is going to be a huge, huge shortcut. And it'll give you, having that mentor there, it will really literally give you quantum leaps, moving you forward, helping you leapfrog your competition. People will be sitting back saying, how the heck is Mark or Bill or Sarah here, how are they getting ahead so fast? It's because they're doing the right things. They're taking right action. They're following a mentor who has a proven plan, who has a proven system. They're modeling. Modeling is so key. And sadly, as entrepreneurs, often we think we should be able to, do it all alone and by ourselves, and we can just figure it out. The truth that can be further from the truth. Okay. So the eighth thing I want to share with you guys, doing differently. I've been doing this for quite a while actually. Is fire your customers. Okay. And I want you guys to think about doing all of these things as well. Only work with committed people. Only work with committed clients who are willing to do the work. People that are willing to take the responsibility for themselves and their business. And you might want to consider using an application form or some sort of application process if you have a bigger ticket product or service that you might be offering, because what that'll do is it'll help weed out a lot of the tire kickers and help you find those people that are serious, the people that are motivated, who are willing to, invest in themselves and in their business success. So really, guys, don't let the whiners in. I don't, and neither should you. Get rid of your bad customers and your clients by not allowing them to buy your products. You don't need them. There has to be a fit. Okay, I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about this later, but whether it's a client or a customer, if they're whiners, if they're complainers, if they bought a product and all they do is complain, refund them, get rid of them. They're just time vampires. They're going to suck up all your time and all your energy. You want to be working with people who are a good match, that truly are motivated, that want your help, and who you can truly help. You have to find your target audience. Laser target your audience, okay? That's where the success is going to be, okay? So weed out all those people that never take action. And one of the ways you can do that, by the way, is by increasing your prices. Like I said earlier, people pay for value, and more importantly, they pay for results. People pay for results. And personally, for me, I always give back at least 100 to 500 times even more in value, and so should you. Always give back more, over-deliver big time, guys. For example, in my inner circle coaching, it doesn't come cheap, and in fact, it's very expensive, but it's a lot less expensive. It's a lot less expensive than taking the years to try and figure out how to do it yourself and go at it alone. By being more selective on who you take on as customers and clients, you're also going to have less customer support. All right? Who wants to be doing customer support all day? Think about that. You'll have less customer support, which is going to reduce your workload. You're going to have more quality time to spend with your clients, your higher paying clients. You're going to have a higher success rate because these people are actually going to, they've got some skin in the game. They've invested in themselves. They're going to do the work. So you'll have a higher success rate, which will ultimately attract more clients your way. And you'll have a lower refund rate as well. It's a strange thing, but people that buy low-end products tend to complain a lot, don't they? And people that buy higher-end products, they hardly ever complain. They're responsible. They take action. They don't ask for refunds because they are responsible for themselves, and they do what they know they have to work, and they know they have to do what's necessary. It's totally turning the table on things, and if you guys start doing that, you're going to absolutely love it. Okay, so those are the 8 things that I'm running in my business differently. Things that I'm doing differently in my business from what most of the gurus out there are teaching you. And I'm confident that if you guys implement these ideas yourself, then you too are going to find that your business can be much more simple, much more fun, more focused, and most importantly, more profitable, okay? So what I'm going to do is what I want to share with you next is what I consider to be the 3 pillars of your information marketing business that will allow you to work less and earn more. And, yes, I'm completely serious again when I say that, guys. But before I continue, I do want to ask you a question. I'm going to put it up on the screen here. And I want to ask you, based on, what I've shared thus far, do you feel like you now have some simple, concrete ideas that you can implement right away to help you create a more simplified business, a business that's going to require you less time and effort while generating more profit for you? Okay? If you guys could do me a favor, just give me some quick feedback and let me know using the question box, okay? Malcolm says, yes, very helpful. Mark, yes. Jerome, absolutely. Matt, yes. Scott, definitely. Barbara, absolutely. Frank, yes, it gave me ideas. Awesome. Thank you so much, guys. Excellent. All right, I'm seeing a lot's coming. Yes, sir, this rocks. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Wow, great. Thank you. All right. Great stuff. All right, folks. Thank you so much. That's great. Well, listen, if you guys like what I've shared so far, I can tell you now that it's only going to get better, all right? What I'm going to share with you next is everything you need to know to run your very own highly profitable information marketing business. In fact, this is exactly, guys, how I run mine, all right? Are you guys ready? All right, let's start by looking at the 3 pillars necessary to build your information marketing business that will allow you to work less and earn more. And again, I say yes, really. I mean it. Work less and earn more. Now, the first thing is you need something to sell. Okay? Should be pretty obvious. But what you need is a quality product and or service. And, I can teach you guys how to do that, by the way, but unfortunately right now we just don't have time to get into that in this training. But you need something to sell, a quality product or a service. The second thing you need is a system to sell your product or service, okay? Now, this is your marketing and your funnel, okay, which I'm going to explain in just a few moments here. So you need something to sell and a system to sell it. You need that marketing and that funnel in place to sell your product. And thirdly, of course, you need a hungry market, okay? That's your targeted audience, which is really easy, actually, and frankly, it's unlimited once you have an offer that's tested and converting. Traffic is never the problem, guys. The problem is the 3 things in front of you. If you don't have the 3 things in front of you, it doesn't matter how much traffic you have coming your way, it's not going to help you. But once you have these 3 things in place, then you can start driving traffic, and trust me, you can get unlimited traffic hand over fist, and you're going to love it. So, that's it, guys. I mean, how hard is that? Do you think you can do just that? I mean, of course you can. I mean, the big problem is most people focus on doing just about everything else. Just about everything else but these 3 simple things. They get caught up in those tactics. They get caught up in those shiny objects. Guys, all of your time, effort, and focus should be on these 3 things only. Everything else should either be removed to reduce that overwhelm and to reduce your resources, or, if you feel you need it for whatever reason, consider outsourcing or outtasking it, okay? But just remember, guys, if you want to win in business, you need to stop thinking tactically and start thinking strategically. Learning the latest traffic technique, social media technique, email copywriting, or whatever is virtually useless. It's virtually useless if you don't first have a strong business foundation and a strategy in place. All of that traffic in the world, like I said, it won't help you if you don't have a proven profit funnel to send it to. So again, zoom out, and start looking at the big picture. Start looking at the big picture. Get out of your business. Work on it, not in it, okay? So now what I want to do is look at the 5-part funnel, the 5-part profit funnel, which is the simple system that I use to sell my products and services. Now, the first thing is free content, okay? these are the 5 things you need in your profit funnel. The free content is typically, some sort of educational or training materials. And these guys, again, one of the things that I teach a lot about is leveraging your time and your resources. And a great way to leverage is to repurpose. When you're creating your free marketing content, you don't actually have to create new content. More often than not, you've already got products and services out there, and you can take snippets of that content, of those products, and use those for your marketing materials. You can use those for your front-end offer as well, okay? These can all become your marketing materials. Make it easy, all right? Don't make it hard on yourself. The second thing that you need in your profit funnel, obviously, is a front-end offer. Now, what you need here is some sort of a high-level overview of your content. That's typically what your front-end offer is. It's going to be something based on your core training, on your expertise. And the whole idea of that front-end offer is to have it as a low barrier of entry. Okay, so front-end offers are usually relatively cheap because if somebody doesn't know you yet or like you or even trust you yet, chances of them handing over their credit card and giving you all sorts of money are slim to none, right? You have to build that trust first. So you have to do your marketing. You have to have some sort of front-end offer. You have to do something like this, a webinar perhaps. But there has to be a low barrier of entry, okay? To get them in the door, to get them to learn about you, to get them to see what you have to offer can actually be of tremendous value to them, okay? And this front-end offer, what it's going to do for you is it's used to generate buyer leads, okay? They're not just subscribers anymore. Free content typically gets you buyers. The front-end offer, which is a low barrier of entry, is going to build your buyers list. Now, number 3 is your upsell and your downsell. In your profit funnel, you need to have an upsell and a downsell. Now, one is enough. Sometimes you'll have multiple depending on how big you want to make your sales funnel. But again, I highly suggest not overcomplicating it. Make it as simple as possible. Now, the upsell and downsell, these are typically more in-depth type products than your front-end product, okay? Because it's an upsell, right? And oftentimes what you can do is you can use a case study of your content in action, all right? So if you've got somebody using your front-end product, doing it successfully, create a case study showing people how they're using it, how they're getting results, and people love that, okay? A case study works really well. And just a quick tip here, guys. What you do for the upsell is you do your case study or some sort of a product plus a bonus, all right? Now, how do you create your downsell? People get caught up, they're trying to figure out what can I do now for this new product. Again, guys, leverage. It doesn't have to be difficult. Take your upsell minus the downsell. Take your upsell minus the bonus, all right? So your upsell is a product plus a bonus. What's your downsell? It's the product minus the bonus. How easy is that? Take you 2 seconds to remove the bonus. Now you have the downsell. All right? Very easy, okay? Now doing this, by the way, guys, having an upsell and downsell in place in your funnel, tested, you know what it's going to do? It will easily double your sales. So many people leave money on the table. They only go as far as the front end. Then there's a handful of people that go to the upsell and downsell, and they make more money, and they're amazed at how much more money they make, but then they stop there. Well, you guys, you don't want to stop there. The next thing you want to do is have a continuity program, all right? Now, a continuity program, for those of you who are not familiar, it's a monthly, type recurring billing that you set up for a membership, if you will, okay? So you create up a membership program of some sort, and for content, the best thing to do here is kind of what's working now. Training that's working currently today. And you can update that every month on a monthly basis for your members. And that's what they pay for, to figure out what's working right now. All right? And the beauty of continuity programs is they create predictable cash flow, which is so key. When you're an entrepreneur, you need that predictable cash flow. Cash flow to cover your expenses, your business expenses, and also your living expenses. We all need money to cover our bills, right? So having a continuity program is really helpful. And it's huge leverage again. You'll hear me say that over and over, leverage. Continuity programs are great leverage because ultimately what you do is you sell a person once on your continuity program and you get paid forever, okay? or until they unsubscribe from your subscription service, okay? It's a beautiful thing, though, when you sell somebody once, and they get tremendous value from it, obviously, and they keep paying you month and month over and over again. That is very, very powerful. If you're not doing continuity, you need to start looking at how you can get continuity into your business. Now, guys, this next one, the fifth part of the profit funnel, is what almost everybody misses and almost no guru ever talks about. All right? And this will change your business. This will take you from, you know, making a decent living online to making an extraordinary living online with your information marketing business. All right? So this next one, write this down, is your back-end offer. Now, we've all heard about back-end offers, but most of us don't really know much about them, and almost nobody, I'm talking maybe 1 to 3% tops, actually have a back-end offer. All right? And this is what separates the so-called gurus from the rest of the crowd. All right? Now, for a back-end offer, what are you going to offer? Well, it's something like coaching or mentoring. What it does is it helps put your content into action and make it work, okay? So all the content in the front end and the upsells and the downsells, the continuity program, those are all, that's your content basically, all right? Now, when you start talking about your back end, it's more about implementation services, okay? People want more hands-on, so people want help implementing your content. All right, and that's again where the sort of the coaching and mentoring type things come into play, maybe live workshops, things of that nature, but it's more hands-on, and what I like to call it is an implementation service, okay? And this, guys, is where the real money is made, on your back end. And it, honestly, guys, listen very carefully here. It's almost impossible to make any serious income without a back-end offer. It's almost impossible. So, I mean, if you've been online for a while, maybe you already have a funnel in place and you've got steps 1 through 4 here, put a back end in place and you will easily quadruple your income. All right? It's so highly effective and it'll separate you from everybody else out there, or 98% of the other people out there. And you'll start attracting more clients because you'll be offering more value and you'll be offering results, and people will be seeing those results, and it just attracts more. It's cyclical. And it's amazing the impact that it'll have on your business and on your clients. So what I want you to do here is a little math, all right? So think about it, guys. If you sell 1,000 front-end products at $27, well, that's going to make you $27,000, right? Pretty straightforward. And like I said, most people, they stop there. But, you know, if you have that proper funnel in place with a high-value back-end offer, you can offer, you can make a whole lot more. Now, typically, 10% of your original buyers, they're going to buy your back-end products. That's how it typically works out. So in this example, we said we had 1,000 buyers at the front end. If 10% buy, that leaves you 100 people, all right, 100 buyers of your back end. Now, think about this, guys. If you have a high-value, $5,000 back-end offer, say, 100 times 5,000 is $500,000. Wow. I mean, pretty simple math, right? But so many people miss this. They miss this. So do you guys see the power in this? Most marketers leave the bulk of their potential profits on the table, all right? So let's take a look at this sort of visually, all right? I want to show you an example of a profit funnel. This is what I call the six-figure sales funnel. It could easily be a 7-figure sales funnel as well. I mean, it's really the same thing. But ultimately, you're starting off with your front-end offer. And I'm not sure if you guys can see my mouse or not. Hit yes if you can. I'm hovering over front-end offer. Yes, you can. Thanks, William. Thanks, Stuart. Jerome. Oh, wow. Everyone's so interactive. I appreciate the engagement. I love it. Thank you. Okay, so this is a quick example of a funnel that you guys can set up, and I recommend you do. This is what I do, and this is what my clients do. All right, now these price points are just suggestions, but the idea here is you've got your front-end product, which was the first piece of the puzzle. If somebody says yes to the front-end product, you take them up to upsell number 1, which I said, remember, was your product plus bonus. All right, so we'll say it's 27 bucks. If they say no to that, they go to downsell, which is your product minus your bonus at 17 bucks. All right. Now, whether they say yes to the upsell or the downsell, either way, you're going to bring them to upsell number 2. And upsell number 2 is your continuity program. All right. From there, they get into the members area. And in their members area, of course, you want to welcome them to everything. You want to deliver on your promise. Real key, guys. Big tip. Deliver on your promise. Duh. No kidding. When you promise something to people, you must deliver. And like I said earlier, try and over-deliver, okay? So many people, they don't even deliver what they promised to begin with. I want you guys to start delivering and then over-delivering, and do it immediately, because you want to show people that they can trust you, right? So key. This will minimize your refund rates tremendously as well, obviously. All right? But once they're in your members area, now you can start offering them other products, namely your big ticket, okay? So you're going to be doing different email type follow-up and email marketing for these different people. So let's go back to the beginning here, because what happens is when they buy your front-end offer and they say yes to that, they're also getting put on your email list automatically, and that doesn't actually show up here, but they're being put on your buyers list, all right? So once they say yes here, they're now on your buyers list. They're off of your prospect list and onto your buyers list. You absolutely must segment your lists. Very, very important. Sorry, just getting a drink there, guys. Now, if they say no to your front end, you got the exit pop to try and capture their email, and then you follow up with an email series, and this is the prospect list now. It's not a buyer's list because they didn't buy anything, and you follow up with about 7 emails pre-selling them back to this front-end offer, okay? So it's very simple, really, when you map it out and look at it like that. It's very simple. And guys, I encourage you to do that. Draw up your own mind map of what your sales funnel is going to look like. Put it in front of you, okay? A lot of people, they try working without that mind map in front of them, and if you're anything like me, I'm very visual, all right? I'm very visual, and I need to see it, and being able to see your action plan in front of you is truly going to help you quite a bit, okay? So I got a question for you guys. I just want to quickly check in to make sure that, this is making sense to you guys. So please, if you could do me a favor, just answer this question. And it is, I'll read it to you. It's on the screen. Do you now have a clearer understanding of how much easier your information marketing business can be when you simplify your systems and focus on profit-producing tasks? Rather than chasing those shiny objects, which is pulling you down in different directions. Let me know. Just put a yes in the chat box if you would. Nice. Wow, those came in really fast. Jerome, yes. Mark, yes. Barbara, yes. Absolutely, says Malcolm. Yes. Brock, yes, yes, yes. Mark, hell yeah, mate, says James. Thank you, James. Love the mate. Yes, says Lisa. William, yes. Yes, much clearer, says Frank. Yes, fantastic, Barbara. Yes, Scott. Yes. Stuart says, why? Yes, Glen. Sweet, says Alexis. Wow, eye-opening, says Matt. I mean, this is awesome. Jerome saying, no one has ever explained it to me like you just did. Makes perfect sense. You better believe it, Jerome. I mean, when you start learning from somebody who's actually done it, who's achieved what you want to achieve, and you do the right things, you take the right action, you remove so much of the crap, so much of the overwhelm, so much of the unnecessary work that is not necessary to make money online. Building a profitable, fun business can very much be simple if you're doing the right things, all right? So let's, I want to ask you one other question here, guys. So far, has this training been a valuable investment of your time? Like, I have an idea of what you're going to say based on your last responses, but I want to know, honestly, has this been a valuable investment of your time? I need your feedback. All right, so thanks, Malcolm. Love it. Yes, sir, you bet you all in one with no breaks. Love it. Okay. Everything is now in place for me. William, thank you. Yes, yes, for sure. Yes, it's been great. Time well spent. Awesome. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I do appreciate your feedback. It's really important for me to know that I'm helping you guys and I'm giving you something of value, okay? So that is awesome. I'm happy that you're happy. So now that you have a clear idea of what to focus on, let's continue with a quick overview of what I consider what are your top 5 business multipliers. Okay, these are the things that you guys. These are really the things that can give you huge boosts in your profits, guys. All right. Now, many of these may sound familiar, but you really want to make sure you're doing those. So make sure you write these down and check them off. Have them on your to-do list. The first one is have your own products and affiliate program. All right. We talked a bit about this. Having your own products means you're going to have a higher profit margin. You know, when you have your own products and you sell your own products, you now are making 100% commission on all of the sales that you make. You know, if you're an affiliate marketer, you're lucky if you make 50%. Now, some affiliate programs pay you more, but it can be anywhere from 5% to even 75%, but still, it's not 100%. When you have your own products, you have higher profit margins. And of course, as you can see, it helps position you as the expert. When you have your own products, people are naturally going to start gravitating towards you and looking to you as the expert in your industry. And I was just talking to one of my clients the other day, actually, and I told him a story about myself. When I first wrote my book, Lucrative List Building, back in 2006, I had already been in the industry for a number of years, and I really was an expert. I'm not, tooting my own horn here, but, I knew a heck of a lot about email marketing. So much that I did it every day very successfully without thinking about it. It was like this second nature to me. But what I didn't realize until I wrote my book was that I didn't know how to teach it. All right, I didn't know how to teach it, because when it came time to write my book and put everything in an order that was easy to follow and made sense and was consumable to the reader, so that they can go repeat it and do it themselves, it was so hard to do. And that, my friends, is something that's really going to separate you from the pack. Is when you start creating your own products, that's when you start to get really good at becoming, and that's when you become a true expert. When you can explain yourself and how to do something effectively so that it's repeatable to somebody else, that is powerful. Okay, so chances are a lot of you guys on the phone listening today are really good at what you do, right? But you don't know how. If you had somebody sitting down beside you, could you teach them how to do exactly what you do? And if you can't, don't feel bad about it. Like I said, I was there in 2006, and it was eye-opening for me. But it really helped me a tremendous amount. It raised my level of expertise, it raised my level of confidence, and it attracted a lot more people to me, seeking me out as the expert, because now I was proving to people that I could show them how to do something step by step, and when they did it, they'd get results. And so you really want to focus in on creating your own products, okay? And of course, when you have your own products, now you have leverage also via affiliates. Again, you're turning the tables here, guys, because your affiliates can promote you. That's leverage. They're doing all the marketing. They're buying all the pay-per-click. They're doing the Facebook ads. They're doing the solo ads. They're doing the email marketing. All you're doing is you're focusing on your expertise. You're creating the content. You're creating the products, and other people are marketing it for you. Okay, now you're going to do your own marketing as well, but wow, what leverage when affiliates are marketing for you. All right, having your own product and your own affiliate program will more than triple your income, guaranteed. As soon as you put an affiliate program in place, you will more than triple your income, period, guaranteed, no questions asked, guarantee it. All right, seriously, do that. The second thing is you have to have your own profit funnel. Just like we talked about, I'll talk a bit about more of this in a minute, but you have to have your own profit funnel in place with the front-end offer, the upsell, downsell, the continuity if you can. Not absolutely necessary, but it's great to have in there. And then, of course, the bigger ticket back end, okay? Which leads well, I've already sort of said it here. Third thing is a continuity program, okay? Because continuity really is massive, massive leverage. Like I mentioned earlier in this training, is you sell it once, all right? You write a sales letter, you do a sales video, whatever it is, you sell it once. And it's always that first sale that is the most difficult thing to achieve, right? Because if people don't know you, they don't have that trust in you yet, it's really hard to get them to hand over their credit card and put faith in you, right? But once they do that, and you've proven to them that you're reliable, that you deliver on your promise, and so on and so forth, that's where the magic is. But if you only have to do it once, and then they pay you over and over every month, That is true power. Rather than going out there trying to create a new product every month and trying to sell a new customer every month, that's a lot of work. A lot of work. And like I said, cash flow is there also when you have a continuity program, which is, you know, very comfortable, very comforting, and helps you sleep at night knowing that you're able to cover your monthly expenses. All right. And plus, one of these monthly expenses, obviously, are buying traffic, because once you have that funnel in place, you want to constantly be funneling traffic into the top of your funnel, and you can do that when you have recurring income. Now, the fourth business multiplier is your back-end offer. Okay, this is literally, guys, where 80% of your profits will come from. If you don't have a back-end offer in place yet, you need to seriously start thinking about doing this, okay? All of your other marketing and products should lead your customers here, okay? So, you know, if you want to reverse engineer your business, it's a really good idea to figure out what your big back-end offer is going to be, where you want to sort of put your stake in the ground as the expert and provide true value and results, okay? I'm going to keep going back and saying that, guys, because it's, you know, don't go out and create something if you can't deliver, right? You have to be able to deliver. So deliver something that's going to create value and, more importantly, results, and your profits will increase by 80%, all right? It's going to be tremendous. It's like night and day, all right? The fifth thing, the fifth biggest business multiplier, is to hire a coach and a mentor, okay? You don't want to reinvent the wheel. You know, take the guesswork out of all of it and model their proven plan, all right? And this is where you're going to get quantum leaps. This is where you're going to experience quantum leaps in your business when you start modeling a proven plan and modeling someone who's already been there and done that. Don't reinvent the world. The world. Yeah, don't reinvent the world or the wheel. Okay, so we've said this a few times. Say it again. Work less, earn more. Okay, and the beauty of it is it's simple. Okay, so I've laid out for you during this webinar basically everything, and if you follow my simple plan, you too can create a profitable online business. And the beauty of it, it is simple, okay? Meaning, you guys, you want to create it once, all right? Create it once, and then it's evergreen and automated. And by creating it, now you don't have that overwhelm anymore because you've actually done it. You've put in the time, you've put in the work, and you've created your business. You've created the foundation. You've created the profit funnel, all right? You don't have to have big launches every few months. It's not necessary. If you want to go down that path, great, go for it. You can make a lot of money in launches too, but it is a lot of work. And if you've ever done one, you know that. But if you have a proven profit funnel in place that you consistently test and tweak over time, it's only going to get better and better and better and easier and easier and easier, which means less and less work. You know, all you have to do then is drive traffic to it. That's the next thing, is you just simply drive traffic to your offer. You know, you and your affiliates just market. You market your product by giving away your free content. Remember, the top of that funnel before was free content for the marketing and then the low front end offer and so on, right? So now you and your affiliates, once your funnel's in place, you and your affiliates, you market and give away your free content. All right, so you can be doing solo ads, you can be doing Facebook ads, you can be doing pay-per-click. You know, this can all become very highly automated. It doesn't matter what your source of traffic is or method of marketing. Most of it can become automated once you have it in place, okay? And of course, you're going to want to take care of your customer support. I mean, ultimately, when you have bigger, better clients that you've taken the time to highly target to make sure that they're the right people for you, you're going to have fewer clients to work with, fewer customer support issues, which means a lot less work also. But still, even for those, a lot of that can be automated. I mean, you can use a help desk system, right? And if you don't already have one, you got to get one. You can get an easy, I use Odesk. It's free. You download it, you set it up, and you've got a help desk system in place. You can create canned responses for those common questions you might have, like, hey, where do I get my login details? Something like that, which takes a lot of the time and effort out of it. So you want to automate as much as you can and outsource as much as you can. So this might be one of those things that's absolutely necessary to take care of your customers and give them exceptional customer support. So if you're going to do that, you know, you might want to consider outsourcing that job if you can, all right? And then what you want to do is just focus on the core of your business, all right? Now, what's the core? Well, the core is creating content, creating training, all right, or doing training, and perhaps some coaching. The core is your expertise, okay? Focusing on your strengths, doing what you like. I mean, forget all that other nonsense. Remember what I talked about earlier. It's not about being busy. It's about being productive. You want to be productive, focusing on your strengths, focusing on your expertise, doing what your customers and your clients actually hired you for. Your clients don't hire you to be a webmaster unless you're in the webmaster business. But, you know, they don't care about your webmastering skills. They don't care about how pretty your graphics are. They don't care about, you know, how well you do SEO. They care about what your big promise is to them. When they bought your product or service, you make a big promise to them. They care that you fulfill on that promise. And that promise is your expertise, whatever it is. However you're delivering it, it's what your strength is. It's what they hired you for. It's what they need you for. And it's what you are good at. It's what's easy for you. Okay? Focus on your strengths. Deliver on your expertise. Your life will be so much easier. Your business will be so much more fun and so much more profitable. You'll eradicate so much of that overwhelm as well. Okay? So stop doing all that technical stuff and, you know, everything else under the sun, and just focus on what matters. And that ultimately, again, guys, it means working less with less stress, giving your clients more value, and ultimately creating more profit for yourself. Okay? Now, for me, that is my funnel. Okay? That's how my funnel is built. And the only things I need to do are, well, I spend about 2 hours a week working directly with my inner circle clients, okay, helping them implement this exact plan, and then creating, you know, bits of content here and there, and, you know, kind of things such as this webinar, right? I mean, this is content, this is marketing content, and it's valuable, and it's my expertise. That's what I'm sharing, all right? So you do that, and now, you know, now that I've taken the time to build the foundation of my business, pretty much everything else is automated. I mean, the products are created and the profit funnel is in place. The only thing left is to feed the top end of the funnel with traffic, right? Which, again, once set up, is pretty much on autopilot. So this, my friends, is exactly how I run my business. It's simple, it's streamlined, and best of all, it's stress-free. Woo, stress-free. I've been there too, guys. I've been in that situation where you're overwhelmed. There's just so many things to do, or so many things that you think you need to do. Well, hopefully you're starting to think a little bit differently now and realize that you don't have to be doing all of that, okay? Now, plus, it's highly profitable and fun. It's fun, and you're making money. Now, when I say simple, don't get me wrong. Well, you know, while this plan is simple, it does take a great deal of effort to get that ball rolling, okay? You know, to get it built out. But if you're committed and you put the work into building your products, into building your funnel, it's going to get easier. It's going to get much easier and easier as you build momentum. Okay? So there you have it. A simple, proven information marketing business that can put like $10,000 in your pocket each and every month. And heck, it can do a lot more than that too. I mean, I'm being conservative here saying $10K a month or a $100,000 business. I mean, it has the ability to generate a seven-figure income for many people, all right? And it has done so as well. This model works, guys. So as you can see, your business can be a lot easier than many make it out to be. This is what I said. Stop listening to all the gurus. It doesn't have to be that hard. You don't have to be confused. You don't have to be overwhelmed. You know. And by the way, one of the fastest ways to reduce overwhelm and gain clarity really fast is to unsubscribe from all those email lists that you're on. You know, and then choose a proven business plan. Choose one proven business plan, a proven plan, and a mentor to help you implement it. All right? Now, because the fact is, as great as this training may have been, it's not enough. Okay? It's just not enough. There are many, many more intricate details, that need to be worked out for your individual business, and details that are only experienced, they're really only details that an experienced expert can help you with. All right, so what you need to do, guys, is model an expert with a proven plan and then commit to following that plan and doing the work. Yes, I said work. There's work involved here. And remember, what they say, that if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. You wrote that down, right? If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And nowhere could it be more true than with your business. Now, that doesn't mean that, it has to be me or it has to be my plan that you model, but hopefully I make the cut, at least in your email, right? But the truth is, there are a lot of systems and mentors out there that you can choose to learn from. And many of them are very good. But you need to choose one. You need to choose one person who can, walk you through all of the detailed steps required to actually make this stuff work. Otherwise, you're just going to keep being pulled in several directions all at once, and as a result, never getting anything accomplished. And just be sure to pick one mentor who has a proven track record, somebody who has been there and done that, all right? And like I mentioned at the beginning of this training, guys, I've been building and I've taught thousands of clients how to build profitable information marketing businesses for over 14 years now. And, if you do your research, you'll see that I've got nothing but positive feedback, which, sadly, most so-called gurus can't stand up and proudly state. And, a big part of that and a big part of the success rate is due to the fact that I really do care. I really do care about my customers and my clients. And I really do want you to succeed. I do take it seriously. And it's not just me. I can't take all the credit here. The people that I work with, the people that I work with are all very focused, okay? Together, we've worked out clearly what it is they need to do and how to do it. They've removed all of those unnecessary distractions, and they're committed. They're committed to following my direction and doing the work and making it happen no matter what, all right? The fact is, having a mentor who has already achieved what it is you want to achieve, and then, they can literally help you create quantum leaps in your business. I mentioned that before, and that's because they can give you real-world advice, and they can help you implement and model a proven system. Now, think about it, guys. Can you follow a recipe? What if I asked you to bake an apple pie? Right? Listen, if a professional baker were to hand you his proven recipe teaching you how to bake a perfect apple pie, detailing step by step all of the right ingredients and the order in which to add those ingredients and the correct time and temperature to bake the pie, plus let's say he was right there to guide you through the entire process and answer any questions that you might have, do you think you'd be successful at creating an amazing apple pie? Of course you would. This thing's lighting up again. Thank you guys for your feedback. It's true though, right? Of course you would. If you follow, the baker's proven recipe while under his guidance, you would never end up with a cherry pie, right? No, you would always successfully end up with an apple pie. And success in business follows much the same principle, okay? Model successful people. Find a mentor. Find a mentor who has attained what it is you hope to attain, and model him to fast track your success, all right? Find a mentor because they have the proven roadmap, or the recipe, if you will, that, it's going to guide you from where you are to where you want to go fast. And that's because they know it works, and they also know what doesn't work. Personally, I've had so many failures I can't even begin to tell you. You learn more from your failures often, but it can take a long time to get to to reach the success if you don't know what you're doing. So, let me ask you guys, and think about this, okay? And you don't have to necessarily answer it in the chat box, but, thinking to yourself, have you ever hired a mechanic to fix your car? Have you ever hired an accountant to do your taxes? Have you ever hired a plumber, maybe, to repair your dishwasher or whatever, maybe your toilet? Have you ever hired a personal trainer to help you lose some weight and maybe to get in shape, right? or maybe even a tutor to help your child in some of those school subjects that they're struggling with. If you guys answered yes to any of these, then why did you? Why did you hire them? I mean, I'm guessing it's probably because you knew you were not an expert in these areas, and you knew you needed to hire an expert to help you with whatever it was you needed help with. So my question to you is, why haven't you hired a mentor to help you build your information marketing business? I mean, isn't it the same thing? Isn't it? If you haven't, guys, you're not alone. I mean, so many entrepreneurs, for some crazy reason, they think they have to go at it all alone, and they plug away aimlessly, literally aimlessly, like a hamster on a treadmill for years, trying to figure it out, trying to get their business off the ground. And so many people on this call, maybe even you hire all these other experts on a regular basis without thought. And rightfully so, you should, right? If you're not a mechanic, you should not try and fix the brakes on your car. I mean, it would be suicide. You need to hire an expert, and you know that. So you need to ask yourself, are you a business building expert? Do you have a proven track record? Are you an expert at this? If not, you need to hire a mentor, an expert who can help you with your business, and those related challenges, and take you to that next level. So ask yourself, isn't your business just as important as your fitness or your taxes or your car or your plumbing? In fact, isn't it more important? After all, what pays for everything else? Or at least should be, right? I mean, that's the idea, right? So it's time to, start getting serious about your business and treat it like a real business and not just a hobby, guys. All right? One that requires your commitment and a mentor with a clear plan who can help you move forward and become profitable much faster. And I'll tell you what, if we are a fit, and I stress that, I'd really love to help you. I'd love to have you join our group. Now, right now I have a small group of motivated people in my inner circle who I'm working with very closely. And what we do is we get together each week for core trainings on a Q&A where we focus on implementing the proven profit funnel and business practices, many of which I've shared with you earlier on this training. And each of my inner circle clients, what we do is I pair them up with an accountability partner to help ensure their success rate, okay? Now, what we do is we also brainstorm and we mastermind together, critiquing each other's websites. So this is truly beneficial because, as entrepreneurs, so many of us are at home alone by ourselves, looking up at the ceiling, praying for some results and not knowing why we're not getting them. We have no feedback. We have no support. Well, this turns the tables around for you, okay? Plus, of course, I spend personal one-on-one time with each new member, okay? So if you guys were accepted in the group, among other things, what we would do is we'd get on the phone, we discuss where you are, and we'd uncover what your constraints are, okay? So that we can break through them and move you forward. Now, I also make myself very much available to my clients, more so than anyone else, okay? I call them my clients because they are, in fact, my clients, all right? Much different than just a customer or a buyer. I have them under my wing. Their success is my success. I'm truly invested in each and every one of them. So, if you become a client of mine, then your success also is my success. So, when you're committed to your success, I become committed to you. It's just that simple. And just a side note too, we also have VIP, a Skype hotline, which is a weekly VIP hotline where people can get online and ask me questions and I field any burning questions that you might have. Plus, of course, a private Facebook group, which I can't show you here because it is, in fact, a closed-door private group where all of our customers, our clients, get in there and interact and mingle and get to know each other and support each other. So it's really very, very cool. And, my inner circle students, guys, these clients have 100% success rate. Each and every one of them has made quantum leaps in their businesses and have experienced almost immediate results. You know, if you follow me on Facebook, you've seen a number of them, okay? And there's a reason for this. It's because they are committed, all right? They are committed to following my detailed plan. 2, they're held accountable. They're held accountable by me and fellow members, okay? And 3, well, they have a mentor, which is me, who's been there and done that and can show them the way. Now, I really encourage you guys to remove all of the overwhelm from your businesses and gain clarity and direction. You need to gain that clarity and direction you need, and you can do that by hiring a mentor. So I hope you guys got a lot of value from this training. And just remember, the 4 steps to earning more and working less are: 1, you create it once, and it becomes an evergreen and automated system, okay? Then you drive traffic to your offer. 3, you take care of your customer support. And 4, you focus on the core of your business, which again, guys, is creating content and working with your clients, staying in your area of expertise, staying in your strength. That's what makes it so much more fun, easy, and profitable, okay? And, you know, then finally, be committed to taking massive action. You need to be committed, all right? Now, it's very important here that you understand I have nothing for sale here, guys, but if you are interested in moving forward much faster with a clear plan to building your own profitable information marketing business, then what you can do is complete an application to speak with me directly, okay? Now, you can see on the screen the application is at netsuccesssystems.com/apply, okay? And what we'll do is you fill out the application, and what we'll do is we'll get on the phone and we'll talk for about 30 minutes about your business and where you want to take it, okay? And I want to highlight and stress here, guys, I will not try and sell you anything, okay? That's not what it's about. Instead, what I'll do is I'll just ask you a series of questions in an effort to try and diagnose, what your business challenges are and if I can help you or not. I mean, I don't know if I can help you or not until I ask you those questions. It's kind of like, going to see a doctor. Before he can prescribe anything, he has to ask you some questions in order to diagnose what your problem is and see if he actually can offer you some sort of a cure, right? I mean, anything else would be malpractice. So we'll see if there is a fit and, if I can actually help you. And the fact is, I actually turn down more clients than I accept. And I do that because it's the right thing to do. But I don't want that to discourage you from applying in any way, okay? I mean, I've had some people have told me that they were afraid to apply because, they thought I might not accept them. But please don't think of it that way, guys. The fact is, I can't help everybody. I'm not delusional. I understand that. And if by chance I can't help you, it's only fair that I not take your money. And I'll be honest with you. I'll tell you the truth, and I'll be honest with you. And if I can't, I'll try and refer you to somebody else that is better suited to work with you. Okay, but if I can help you, then that's a different story. I mean, what we'll do is we'll take a look at some options and what we can do to help you with your business. So what I encourage you to do right now is apply if what we've discussed in this training resonates with you, because if I can, I'd really like to help you. I'd really like to help you achieve your goals. So, provided you have a positive attitude, this is really key, guys. Don't apply if you don't meet these requirements. You need to have a positive attitude. You need to be committed. You need to be an action taker. You need to be motivated. And I don't want any whiners, all right? I don't want people that blame other people. You need to be responsible for yourself and your own success. You need to take responsibility, okay? You get the idea, right? So, right now, I'm looking for 6 new motivated action takers who are a fit, okay? But you must fill out the application. It's on a first-come, first-served basis, but please take your time to fill it out completely, okay, guys, and fully. Anyone that, puts in one-word answers will not get a reply, all right? Because, if you can't take the time to fill in the form properly, chances are you're just not serious, and, you're not going to take the time to build your business either. So please take the time to fill in the form completely. Go to netsuccesssystems.com/apply. And again, there is no pressure here to buy anything. We'll get on the phone. We'll have a nice chat, and either it's going to be a fit or it isn't. Either way, you're going to leave the call, having a better understanding of what's going on in your business and how you can move forward. So if there's, anything that we talked about is resonating with you, what we've discussed is resonating with you, and you're ready to put, all of those get-rich-quick schemes behind you and actually do the work and follow a proven plan, then go over there to the application at netsuccesssystems.com/apply. All right, guys? So what I want to do now is take any questions that you might have. If you want to throw some questions in the question field, I'm happy to help you out. Mark saying you got tremendous value. Thank you for the session. Really appreciate it. You're very welcome, Mark. You're very welcome. Outstanding webinar, best ever attended, says Barbara. Thank you, Barbara. Much appreciated. All right. Scott's saying laugh out loud. This is an earlier post where he said, I've been a chef for 20 years. So he liked the apple pie analogy, I guess. Mark, no, you will be working directly with me. I will be the one coaching you. I don't hire this out because, frankly, the majority of the so-called coaches out there have never actually created a 10K a month business or a six-figure business. So it'll, in fact, be me coaching you, all right? Sue, is this suitable for me? Well, if you're not sure, that's okay. What I want you to do is complete the application, and we can get on the phone and have a chat about it and figure that out together, okay? Jason, does this mean that I can expect to be making 10K in the next 3 to 6 months from now? Well, listen, Jason, for obvious reasons, I can't say how long it's going to take you. Everyone is different. There are many variables involved, including how long or how far along you are already in your current business, your marketing experience, and most importantly, really, how much time and effort you are committed to putting into this. So it's really up to the individual how long it's going to take you. But what I can guarantee you are two things, okay? And this is very important. What I can guarantee you is that I'm going to teach you step by step the exact system that I personally use to make over $10,000 per month. And number two, I'm going to be with you however long it takes. I will be here to coach you indefinitely, okay? I'm here to stay, guys, all right? I'm not going to leave anyone behind. I'm committed to your success as long as you are, all right? And that's key. As long as you're committed, I'm committed. I will be here for you 60 days from now. I will also be here 6 years from now. And that's because I always give back at least 100 times more what my customers and clients give me, all right? Awesome. Okay, guys, well, a couple more people making some comments, too. Loretta's saying, I'm new, but you've given me a real food for thought on how to use what you've shared. Thank you very much. Excellent. All right. Thanks, guys. Well, listen, if there's no other questions, what I want to say is that, in closing, if this webinar and what I had to say today with you, resonated with you, then I encourage you to take action right now and apply it, okay? You guys can do this. Go over to netsuccesssystems.com/apply. You guys can do this. You guys deserve success. And, God knows if I can do it, so can you. So really the question right now that you guys should be asking yourself is this. How much longer are you willing to live a life, the life it is right now, the way it is? How much longer are you willing to live your life the way it is? How soon is too soon to model a proven system and a mentor in order to have, the true success that you desire? You guys can do this. You deserve this. How soon is too soon? Just think about how different your life will be having me as your coach and your mentor to answer those questions, to guide you through the process of a proven system. Those anxious feelings you might have that so many entrepreneurs have when they get up, when they go to bed at night, or, when they wake up in the morning not knowing which direction to go, they'll quickly disappear, all right? Working with me, you will have complete clarity, and you're going to have confidence knowing that you are creating a real business that you can be proud of, that you can call your own, and you'll be following a proven plan that's capable of making you $10,000 per month and beyond. So the ball is in your court, guys, and yes, I'm talking to you listening right now. The ball is in your court. You have a choice right now. You can continue buying up every last shiny object, promising the world, and spend countless of months and even years continuing to struggle, trying to piece it all together, piecing together that endless puzzle. Or you can apply to become part of my inner circle, leaving all that nonsense behind once and for all. So go ahead, apply right now. Good luck. I'm looking forward to reading your applications and meeting you. This is Glen Hopkins signing out. We'll speak soon. Bye for now.